Hello, everyone. Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whoever the hell you are out there listening. Today is Thursday, October 10th, 2019. Happy Thursday, everybody. How's it going? Oh, guys, I said good evening when I normally say good morning because this morning when I got ready to start recording, a couple of things happened. I didn't get to record. I had to rush out the door to go get some work done because I normally work in the evening, but tonight, date night, my girlfriend and I are going to the movies. It's been a long time since I've been to the movies, but she and I both want to go see the Joker. So we're going to see the Joker tonight, and I am blown away by all the hype now that the movies came out. Like, before the movie came out, you know, all the hype was everybody was afraid that there was going to be an attack at one of the theaters. And I mean, and just how messed up is that? I mean, how fucked up is it that we live in a world where just because a movie comes out, now we think there's going to be an attack? I mean, 30 years ago, this was not, it wasn't something we ever thought about. We had no reason to think about it. But now, unfortunately, we do, but not that hype. I mean, that hype was over with, and now it's my daughter, and a quick shout out to any U.S. military personnel, former, current. My daughter, who is a member of the U.S. Army, the Department of Defense today sent out an email to all service members warning them about this movie and how dark it is. Now, you know, first thing, we use a lot of words in the English language, and I mean, you know, I'm trying to learn Spanish, and they do the same thing, and it's very confusing for people, I think sometimes that even speak the language, but definitely who don't. Okay, when they say the movie's dark, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I may have tried to pull it up on, you know, on one of the apps on the Fire Stick, but you know, but I wasn't paying attention to the movie, and I'll have to be honest. What little bit I got to see, and I thought maybe it was just because of the quality that I was watching, you know, streaming from the computer. I thought maybe it was just that they didn't have all of their settings right on their camera when they were filming the movie, because, I mean, it looked to be a little dark. And I mean, you know, but they're saying it's like really dark. So maybe I'm thinking it wasn't a bad quality. But, you know, again, like I was talking about those words, I don't think that's what they mean by the movie's dark. Because, you know, the last Gotham movie, Batman movie that featured the Joker, I mean, Heath Ledger ended up at some point after the movie taking his own life. And guys, I like to make a joke of everything. You know, death is not funny. When someone commits suicide, it's not funny. I was about to say something, and I don't say that. I was about to say I'm a victim of suicide, but guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I have learned I'm not a victim of shit. You're not a victim of shit. If you want to make yourself a victim of something, then you choose to do that. You make yourself a victim. Nobody makes you a victim. Nobody causes you anything. Now, people can cause you pain. No mistaking. I mean, my father took his own life. My uncle took his own life that I was very close to. Does it cause you pain? Yes, it causes me pain, but it wasn't, it was because they were gone. That's what caused me the pain. And I mean, the how or the why, I mean, yes, it's sad, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. They were gone. So, I mean, you know, suicide, people with depression, people who are just not happy in general, I mean, it's sad. It's sad, but, you know, They're talking about this movie being dark, like people are getting up and leaving. Now, I'm going to tell you, tomorrow we're going to talk about this movie because after I go see it, I want to... I've not read a lot into it because I don't want it to spoil the movie, because I'm actually excited about going to see the movie. I mean, on many different levels, but I mean, I think it's going to be a good movie. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix, great actor. And, and I'm not an actor, so I can't say, people are saying, it caused Heath Ledger to kill himself. No, I mean, I don't know what caused Heath Ledger to kill himself. And I mean, and the reality is probably no one does, except for Heath Ledger. And he can't tell us. I mean, why did my dad kill himself? I mean, I can present a myriad of reasons, but nobody knows but him. It sucks and it's sad, but people, if you're out there and you're depressed, I mean, there's all kinds of cliches, and I mean, I'm even going to say that tomorrow's a different day, because tomorrow is a different day. And, maybe whatever you've done in your life, because, I mean, listen to me, I've failed at many, many things in my life. I mean, sometimes I feel like I've gotten my teeth knocked out of me. And, when I go back and think of it, my teeth may have gotten knocked out of me, but it was because I was knocking my own damn teeth out. Most of the time when we have a problem, we are the fucking problem. It's hard to admit. God almighty, it's hard to admit. But most of the time it's true. I mean, we can blame everybody. Somebody, they robbed me of my self-esteem. It's not possible. It's yours. Self, that's the key word, self-esteem. It is yours. Somebody can do something bad to you. Somebody can say something maliciously to you. Somebody can talk about you. But it can stop right there. Because all we have to do, my advice to anybody, don't let it bother you. I mean, if someone's opinion matters to you that much, then you need help in a different way. But really it don't. Stop letting people rob you of your happiness. Stop letting people take your story away from you. I mean, whether you support this person, whether you support this person, whether it be politics, whether it be religion, it's one of the many freedoms that we enjoy here in this country, and don't take it for granted. Take back what is yours, and that is yourself. I mean, I can't tell you how for you to be happy, because I don't know you. And even if I did know you, I still may not know how to make you happy, because first thing you have to do is you have to learn to make yourself happy. And, by making yourself happy, in the world we live in, if somebody's single and if they get to be a certain age, I mean, if they're a guy, I mean, people say, well, they're gay. They ain't married, they're gay. Look, marriage is a wonderful institution. And, okay, institution, but no, it is. It's marriage can be a wonderful thing, but it's not meant for everybody. But so don't judge your life on, if all your friends are married and you're not, don't worry about it. Maybe you're not meant to be married. Maybe you're an asshole. But anyway, I mean, maybe it's not your thing. Maybe it doesn't fit into what you want to do with your hopes and dreams in life. And no matter who you are, how you were brought up, you have two choices in life. You can choose to, if life did not deal you a full house, it dealt you a 3, a 7, and I don't know what else. It dealt you shit. It dealt you shit. You can choose to be a victim of your circumstances, or you can choose to rise above it. Or and sometimes by rising above it, your success in life is not measured by what your salary is or how big your house is. For me, my success is measured by how happy I am. And you know, I used to, for the longest time, I was not happy in my life, and I had a great salary, and I bought a lot of shit. And I tell you, ain't not one bit of it ever made me happy. But I know today I'm rambling, but I just, this whole movie, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go watch this movie. Because I guess the difference for me is I know from what I've heard, the movie's going to be dark. Now maybe it's bad lighting. Maybe they wasn't shooting on the new iPhone 11 Pro with the night mode. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe it's just the nature of it is like really dark. And see, it's one of those confusing words like dark. Is it dark outside, or is it dark like somebody's going to stab me in the side of the neck, with a pin? I mean, and another thing, because we're in October, I mean, I love October. I'm not a fan of horror movies per se, but during the month of October, I like to watch a scary movie. And to me, a scary movie is not a movie where there's this monster that gets beat, hit, chainsawed in half. I mean, whatever the case may be. And he don't only live through this movie, he comes back for another one and another one and another one. No, none of those movies even like, it's like going to a haunted house. Now, I mean, I am personally not a fan of clowns. Not a fan of clowns. But it's like going to a haunted house. Everything in there is just funny because it's so far-fetched, it's not real. A scary movie to me, okay, take the Saw franchise. There was nothing in there that was supernatural. I mean, none of it was involved anybody being resurrected in any way. So my thing is, somebody's mind thought this movie up. Somebody's mind thought up this movie. So that means somebody else's mind, or maybe even the same motherfucker over here that thought the shit up, they could think about doing this. Hostel, for example. I mean, even at 46, I still have this because when I was young, my life took a path that didn't allow this. But, when your life, it's another good advice. When your life takes one path, follow the path. Because that path, what it gave me two beautiful children who are grown. One of them has a beautiful 2-year-old grandson, Raylan. Dude, I love you. And the other one, we got an induction scheduled for not this Friday, but next Friday. I'm flying out on Monday. But I will be in Southwest Virginia. I'm going to have a co-host with me for several weeks. I'm excited about Cole coming on the show. I'm going to try to get my son to come on there a week from this Friday before we go to the hospital. I don't know if he'll do it, but we're going to try. But anyway, guys, find your happiness. Because when the life took me down the road that gave me those beautiful children, well, now I'm 46 and I have my health. Thank God I have my health. And as long as I have my health, there's things I want to do. There's places I want to go see that I've not saw already. I mean, many places I have saw. But there's more. But, I still, even at 46, I'll go backpack around Europe. All about it. Hope to even start maybe next year. But, again, just because you have a plan in your head doesn't mean that something can't come along and change that plan. Just make sure if it changes it, it's because it makes you happy. It's for your betterment. And I'm not saying, don't care about other people, but absolutely. When you have loved ones in your life, cherish them every day, cherish every minute you have with them. But still, to thine own self be true. I mean, a little bit, you've got to be. I mean, you ain't got to take it to the Drake extreme. I'm going to worry about me, give a fuck about you. I mean, care about your friends, care about your family, but take some time for yourself. Be happy. It's your self-esteem. Nobody can't rob you of it. It's yours. It's yours. And people, I want to make a generalized assumption. I'm assuming most of my listeners are of a Caucasian variety. Love you all. But I'm not going to say it's my people, because I'm a person of the world. All people are my people. I love all people, but take something. And black people, if you are listening, I love you. I thank you for listening. But you might need to you already know what I'm going to say for the next couple of minutes. As white people, if we have haters, we see it as a bad thing. Somebody's over here talking about me. I mean, we get bent out of shape about it. Now, other things that black people will not be bent out of shape, will get bent out of shape by. I mean, you call a black person up at the middle of the night with the wrong number, they do not want to talk to you, and I don't blame them. I'm on their side with this. But you call, my mom, for example, you call my mother up at 3 a.m. with the wrong number. No, you must have dialed the wrong number, honey. She'll go back and even repeat the phone number for him, tell him what every bit of it was. Me, I'm like, no, they ain't here. I'm just hanging that shit up. But on the flip side, when you got a hater, we have a tendency to get offended by it. Like, oh God, they're talking about me. Like, I've seen people, men and women both, it is ugly, cry because somebody was an adult crying because somebody was saying something about them. Okay, first of all, wake up. If somebody can say whatever they want to you about it, it's up to you how you let it affect you. And let's go back to the kindergarten. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. You know what I mean? Don't let people, what they say, but like Cat Williams said, if you only got 3 or 4 haters, I encourage you to get 6 or 7 before fall comes to a close. Go find more, because what they do is they make us stronger. I have haters, and I love each and every one of them. I love them individually. I love them personally, because they make me stronger. They also remind me what it's like to be happy and how happy I am now. People, let your haters be your motivation to find happiness. Haters equal happiness. I don't think it's a hashtag, but it should be. Haters equal happiness. Want to be happy? Get a hater. Get you a hater. Get you 3 or 4 haters. How happy you want to be. Because it's all in your mind. Everything is in our mind. If I go see this movie tonight and it is dark, both in camera lighting and in subject matter, how it affects me as a person is based on me. I choose that. Because you can be in a bad place and you can let it take you down a wrong path. For example, I grew up in the South. I grew up with parents that listened and loved country music. I grew up and there's country music. I like all kinds of music. I will have to tell you, other than maybe a Pitbull song and Enrique Iglesias and, Shakira. We can't be leaving Shakira out. Other than that, before I moved here, that was probably the only Latin music that I listened to. Why? Because I didn't go search it out on iTunes, because it just wasn't in my wheelhouse. It wasn't in my vision. But when I moved here, you walk by a bar, you hear a song, And I like music that makes you want to get up and dance. Latin music makes you want to get up out your seat and dance. I am white as white can be, and my go-to genre since I was a teenager, hip-hop. How? A kid that grew up in Yuma, Virginia, that raised tobacco every year and hunted, how is his go-to genre hip-hop? It's what I like. I mean, does that mean I like any music that makes you, that moves you? And you know, once I understand the language of hip-hop, I mean, some things, the closest I could represent to, you know, growing up and getting shot at, you know, like out on the streets, would be maybe when your fool-ass cousin is 2 ridges over and it's squirrel season and he's blasting away at the 20 gauge and, you know, pellets are kind of raining in your direction. That's about my closest reference, but still, I like hip-hop. You know, I understand struggles, and when people talk about struggles, you can take it to anything. But, I mean, a lot of it's about being happier, but I like music that makes you happy. And, again, I like country music, but, I mean, sometimes country music is exactly the way it's stereotyped. Some of it's just sad. And, okay, if you've been in a relationship or whatever the case may be, and your partner, man, woman, female, whatever the case may be, they leave, country music should not be your go-to. I love me some Chris Stapleton. I think the man is a great vocalist. I think he's a great lyricist. But if I ever have a relationship that, I mean, I'm kind of heartbroken, even the remote, or even if I wasn't heartbroken, if I just think about somebody else, Chris Stapleton is not going to be my go-to. I'm not even going, I mean, if it comes on, we're skipping that bitch just as quick as we hear it. That's the difference. Nope, it's gone. I mean, we're not even going to get difference out. Not getting difference out. And I mean, because it's just not pretty. It's not pretty. Guys, kind of veered a little off today, but this movie's kind of, I'm anxious. I'm excited. And speaking of excited, I'm going to get off here because I got to get this video edited up. We'll whip that out pretty quick, but I got to get a shower. Catch you guys tomorrow.